Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy aDudemanbro, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I hope your weekend has been amazing so far. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining along on this video. This is going to be the penny stock video of my picks for next week. And if you're new to the channel and you want to support me, you want to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button, it would really help me. It gets people to come to my channel, and it gets a little bit more traffic, and all around I just really appreciate it a lot. With that being said, I do want to say that next week I think it's going to be really crazy. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of gains, and then also the S&P 500 probably red majority of the time / very volatile. So if you're scared about it next week, I would definitely stay out of it. There's nothing wrong with taking a day or two off of trading, and because all in all, if you protect your capital, you get to be able to trade another day, and you are able to keep on making gains. But if you keep on losing, you're not going to be able to go into any trade and actually make any money. So, but with that all being said, let's jump into our picks here. So the first one I have on stock right here is EBON. It is completely undervalued at the moment, I think. My personal opinion, I think that somebody or a few people are keeping it down a lot. It has about a 30 to 24% short interest. So somebody is keeping this stock under $8 for sure. If you look at the trend, this stock was $8 to $9 previous for Bitcoin went over 25 to 30,000. And right now it's even, $4 under that. It did just have an offering, but that shouldn't do that much to it. On top of that, too, they are going to be announcing a platform first quarter of 2021, which is this quarter and everything. I think once they pop that news, I think we might be able to destroy the shorts on this one. But this one, I think, should be a no problem, an $8 stock. And why it's being held down, or, the algorithms are on it, I don't know. But I think that somebody's doing some funky stuff to it and keeping it way down, so it doesn't go up too much. But we almost hit basically the oversold last week a few times. My opinion on this, anything under $6 is a buy. I think this one is no problem, $7 to $8 short term, and then long term I think is 15. But that's my opinion on that. Next one I want to talk about is SNDL, and wow, this one had a heck of a run on Friday and Thursday. I sold a majority of my shares at about $1.36, $1.34. I'm super happy about that because I think it's going to be taking a little bit of a dump. I told you guys about this one when it was 40 cents, so taking a little bit of gains is completely normal, and you guys should not feel bad about that at all. I do have it on my watch list because I think with the volume that happened last week and all the funny things that Robinhood and other brokers did, I think that it held it back a lot. But I'm super happy because even at 80 cents, I think is a pretty good deal right now. But I'm going to wait for a little bit more of a pullback. I'm not sure if we're going to see that because I do have I do have one other cannabis stock on here, because I do think that we're going to start seeing a cannabis run here very soon, along with Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to happen until we get out of this craziness with the AMC, GameStop, even silver squeezes. I think that we're going to start seeing these stocks that are supposed to be a lot higher are going to probably take the back burner and probably get beat down a crazy amount, because people are going to start taking their gains and all their profits from this stock and adding it to another one, and this stock's going to start taking a dump. But I think that's pretty good for us though, because if you guys have been taking a profit as you go up, you have those funds and it's no problem. But I think that this one's going to start seeing 70s very soon too, and just keep loading up, because this one should be a $2 stock. I think in March it's going to be showing that, and we're going to start seeing a huge gains from this one. Next one I want to talk about is KERN. This is another one that I've talked about in the past, and we went from about $3 to $7, so we had a pretty good amount of gains there. It took a little bit of a beat down. We're going to be checking it out and watching it next week, but if this one falls, even under $6, I think this one's a buy, to be 100% honest. But I would love a $5.30 to $5.40 entry on this one, because I think also same thing as SNDL. You wait until March, maybe a little bit past March, and this one is going to be an $8 stock, no problem, and you're going to be able to profit $3 to $4 per share. So next one I want to talk about is NAKD, Naked Brand. This one's one that I haven't talked about in a while, but it was on my radar because it shot up to almost $4 a share. And this is the same thing that happened with SNDL. Robinhood and other brokers kind of, stopped it from going so high. But it's on my radar because I think we're going to have a little bit of a pullback, which we kind of did with $1.60. And I'm going to be watching this one for volume because I could easily see this one going over $2 again. And it might be an easy day trade / swing trade for 2 or 3 days next week. So that's why I have it on here and I'm watching. So another one I want to talk about is one I talked about on my silver video that I just came out with. I'm going to be putting that in the description of this video. This one I think is very undervalued right now, and I think it is no problem going to start seeing $7 plus soon. It is HL and the Helca mining. So if you are an option guy and you don't want to get too big into this, I would recommend options. Pick a maybe even $10, $8 call on this, and I think that you will see pretty decent amount of gains on this one. They definitely benefit from the silver squeeze that we might be seeing. You guys have been seeing a lot of things going on with that. I just did a video and whatnot too. As I'm recording it right now, silver's up over 7%, and a lot of people are saying that it's going to probably open at $29 to $30 on Monday. So if that happens, a lot of these miners are going to start seeing a lot of gains. They sell it, so they're of course going to make profits on this, and I am very bullish on HL. It's one of the cheaper ones, and I think that it could see some huge gains. So, all right, next one I want to talk about is NAK, and this is another miner that has been beat down like as all heck. And I want to say that this one is probably a very, very good one to get into. It was over $2.50 at one time, and it got beat down a lot to right around 58 cents. This one's a super great option if you don't want to get into shares, but I think even at 58 cents, under $1, under 80 cents is a heck of a deal for this one. I think that it will definitely benefit off the silver and gold rushes that we're going to start seeing. I want to say too that silver, it kind of goes hand in hand with gold, and actually gold is more shorted than silver is. So I think the next trend, and you always want to be a step ahead of what everyone else is doing, and this is why I want to say right now that I think that we're going to start seeing fill over to gold. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of people start taking gold positions / also calls for gold, and so I want you guys to, if you're not 100% sure about that, just take a call option, or buy 25 shares. I don't think that you will lose any money whatsoever. You actually might make 100% of that, but I would look into it a lot because I think that the next one we're going to go into is going to be gold, and that's why I have a few of these calls on here. So the chart's not looking that amazing, but I think that this is perfect where we want to get into. There's a lot of selling going on, and if this is the next trend to be going up, then you got in at under $1. This is going to be no problem $2, I think, with silver starting to go up a lot too, and gold being even more shorted. Once that is brought to the attention of retail investors and a lot of people start jumping on that, I think that we're going to start seeing this one go up crazy. So next one I want to talk about is my boy DPW. It's still being beat down as all heck. It's the S&P is going down crazy, and unfortunately stocks like this get beat down a crazy amount with those huge gains, but still very bullish on this. I'm buying even more once it's under $5. This is one of the only EV plays that has not went over $10 and stuck there. One time it did almost $11 in November. That was so many months ago. This one is definitely under the radar, and I think it's going to be a play. Once it happens, it's going to go $12 to $13. Just look at Sunworks and Peck Company that I called too. Those ones went and are about $20 plus right now. This one is definitely up there with those two, and it's in at $5. This one's a value, and I think that is a no-brainer. So next one I want to talk about is POW, and this is one that I think is being beat down as all heck. Are we past that sell-off? I don't really think so. I think with the S&P going down a lot, that this one might actually even hit under $5. If you're able to get under $5, I think it's a no-brainer. Once the government and once people are starting to talk about ammo again and how you can't find it at all, I think this one's going to be no-brainer back up to $8. So you're going to be able to profit $3 per share. I just think it's under the radar. Like I said, with all the GameStop, AMC, and other short squeezes going on, this one's not being talked about, and it's definitely undervalued. They actually just came out with an article that they are seeing Q3, they're going to be hitting over $6 million past what their estimation for their revenue was. I mean, and that's not even being talked about about or anything. And I mean, that's huge for this company, because this company is very, it's kind of a newer company, and I think it's going to be seeing some huge gains once people start to come back to reality. The GameStop craze is done and everything. I think this one's going to be one of the biggest gainers. So the very last one I want to talk about is one that I am very excited about, and you guys have been telling me in the comments, what's the next KOS, what's the next KOSS, and whatnot. I want to say this is not me saying this one will for sure be KOSS, but this one has almost all of the same indicators as KOSS. If we could just bring up a few things here. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is the short float is about 18%, but another website that I was looking at is about 24%, so we're in about the 20% short range. But the thing I want to point out there is, just like KOSS, the float, 20 million. Insider, they own over half of what the outstanding float is. Institutions own almost 10 million shares. So if you think about it, they own over 75% of this. There's only about 10 million shares that are actually out there to be bought on this stock. On top of that, I do want to say the chart is looking amazing, in my opinion. We are on an uptrend for sure here. It went about $14 before. That's where I have this one at. I could easily see this one going about $12 to $14. But if we have enough people get into it, just like KOSS, this one could go parabolic. Honestly, that's my opinion about this. This one's going to be one of my main ones for next week, and I can easily see it, like I said, going crazy. Wrap Technology, look into it. Tell me what you guys think about this one, but I am very bullish on this one a lot. I think that it can possibly go huge, and we could see some huge gains from this one. So that's the video. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. If you found this video entertaining, like my face at all or whatnot, if you want to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, it means a lot to me. Also, if you would like to follow me on any social media, I have my Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon in the description below. And if you'd like to use any of the platforms that I use and, get yourself some free stocks, maybe get me some free stocks and promote me a little bit, that I would really, really appreciate that a lot. Weeble's actually doing a 4 free stock promotion. If you sign up using my link and deposit $100 within the first 30 days, you'll get 4 free stocks, and so will I. And I just really, really appreciate that. I use 100% of that funds just to go right back into the YouTube channel, buying microphones, cameras, green screens, all that type of stuff. So, but as always, I want to tell you guys to be humble but never satisfied. Go out there and get the next one, and then get on to the next one. Never stop that grind. Never stop that hustle. Don't let anyone tell you that what you're doing is stupid, because it's not. If you believe in it as much as you believe in it, you go after it and you get it. The only one that's stopping you is you. I promise you that. But anyway, you guys stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, yo.